Hello everyone, it is Erin Flota here, and I am here to do a September review reset, blah, 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 blah situation. This is something that the YouTube girlies do, and I was just like, okay, this is right up my alley because literally I'm a planner. So, I'm going to go ahead and try it. I am going to do this a little bit looser. And hopefully I will figure this out as time goes on, but I would like to make this a reoccurring thing. So I'm first going to go over to my monthly review and start filling this out. I also have my goals planner here because I'm going to do monthly goals in this planner as well. So I set this up already. I did this for a TikTok or I don't know, something like that. And I'm going to use my Sakura Micron. This is the graphic pen. So I want to go through all of my memories, highlights, favorites, and then what I'm excited for and nervous about for next month. And then I would like to I'm not really sure how I'm going to use this page yet. So you'll see me set that up, but I'm going to go ahead and fill out this review page first. Okay, so here is what I have for my monthly review. So the memory, I put Harley's birthday because most of my favorite memories have to do with my dogs. And oh, you know what? Finishing the lap. Okay. Most of my favorite memories have to do with my dogs and us together as a family and all this kind of stuff. So Harley's birthday was definitely my favorite memory this month. Highlights, I put championship softball. Steve has had multiple championship playoff games for softball this month. And then I put finishing the lap because I totally forgot that was like my goal by the end of the year that I set earlier this week, and I literally did it yesterday, and I was really, really proud of myself for being able to run that lap. Okay, so we did not watch a lot of movies this month, so pretty much the only movie we watched was Lightyear. So I guess it's gonna have to be my favorite movie of the month. Song, it's Korn. Again, I haven't been listening to a lot of music either, because usually I would listen to music like while I'm working out and stuff, but honestly, I just haven't been in that mood. So I'm just going to put a TikTok song. Meal is the loaded baked potato soup. Oh my God. That was literally my favorite meal. I put it in the crock pot and it was just fantastic. Favorite new thing is the dog's new bandanas. I talked about this earlier in the week. And then my favorite moment was Derek Jeter night. I'm not a Yankee fan, but I can understand because I felt the same way when David Bright retired, like in that moment. And Derek Jeter came back for the first time and he did his whole he did his whole Hall of Fame induction and all that kind of stuff. So that was one of my favorite nights. Plus, it was just really fun to hang out with Steve and his brother, and we had a blast, even though they lost. So that wasn't as good. But next month, I am excited for spending Halloween giving kids candy. Last year when I moved here, I was really, really excited about being able, because like no one in my previous neighborhood did trick-or-treating. So then when I got here, I was excited because I knew some kids lived on the block, but none of them come up here because it's super hilly. So we didn't have any kids come to the house. So we are actually going over to Middletown so that we can celebrate Halloween as it's meant to be celebrated, with candy. I am nervous for taking a test, and then the new FFPM role, that is my new role that I've taken on. It starts officially October 1st, although I've basically been doing it for the past couple months as one of my coworkers has been transitioning to his new job. So that is my monthly review. Okay, so following the review, I want to go ahead and do a goals assessment. I think that is where I want to go with this. So let's go ahead and make this page. Okay, so here's where I am at with the goals assessment. I want to do this a little bit better with some prompts where I can write things out. But this time I decided just to do, okay, when did I complete it? So goal 1 is doing a September to October reset, which is happening today, obviously, as I'm filming this. Goal number 2 was to finish the office mural and shelving. So I had an issue with the shelving because I need a table saw to cut off like a half quarter inch from the shelves. And that's literally all I need to do. And then the mural is half complete because nothing is on the shelves right now. Stuff is all over my floor, which means I can't move anything around. So I can't get to a few different areas where I want to complete the mural, namely the area, I'm literally looking at it above my desk, and where the side of my desk is. So I need to be able to move my desk over so that I can fit, so that I can finish those portions of the mural. And same with the other wall where all of my machines are. My machines are not going to be there. They're going to go on the shelves. So I need to do that. So the shelving is incomplete. And then, like I said, those few key areas of the mural. I did get most of the rainbow mural painted though. I would like to put on a second coat and adjust some areas. Goal number 3 was to sand and paint the outdoor railings. The reason why this is incomplete is because I hadn't decided on color. I'm having a really hard time when it comes to deciding on a color. So, so that is the main reason. I think I have decided, and I think I'm just going to paint the railings, see how I feel about that color, because I want the railings and the house to be the same color. And if that color is too dark or doesn't make sense, then I don't want to do that. So I think I'm going to have to paint the railings, and then in the spring I'll decide if that's the color I want the house or if I want to change it, and then I'll have to repaint the railings again. Work out 25 days and run 6 days, basically tomorrow. So technically, is it running 6 days? I'm not sure. Let's look. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so if I run on Friday, if I have time to run on Friday, I might run twice today. And this isn't filled out for yesterday either. So I did run yesterday. If I run twice today, I think I'll, because I'll have run 6 times, not 6 days. So I think I'll still accept that. So basically that's going to get completed tomorrow. And then the rainbow dining room shelves. I absolutely adore how those turned out. That was finished halfway through the month. This month was a little tough because I got pretty sick. I was out for basically an entire week. And that's not super helpful when you have goals that you want to get done. So unfortunately it is what it is, but you know, it's not ideal in any sense of the word, but that's what happens. So let's go ahead and decorate just a little bit, because I have some more stickers that need to get used. I bought these stickers when I was doing a different planning style, and now I don't really do that planning style anymore, and I have so many stickers left over, so I've been trying to use them quite a bit. So that's the goals assessment, and I'm going to go into my goals planner real quick to kind of do that quarterly situation. Okay, so this is July through September. So we have personal goals, fun and recreation, work and learning, family and relationships, health and wellness, business, finances, and physical environment. So let's go ahead and break out the rainbow. All right, so set monthly goals and a monthly goal review, literally doing it. So that's super cool. Fun and recreation, Sunday morning activities, and a mini getaway. We, yet again, have not done a mini getaway, but we, again, being sick stunk this month, but we did do our Sunday morning activities. Like I said, we haven't really been doing like the things I envisioned when I wrote this quarterly goal. We mostly have been walking the dogs and kind of relaxing, but in being active by walking the dogs. Finalize training centers and workflows on SharePoint. I think I talked about this in my last video, but the workflows I will still be doing. The training center is not really my baby right now because I switched roles, so I'm not going to fill any of that out. Date nights and FaceTiming family. I do that often for both of those. We had our alphabet dates. So we had alphabet date I, where we went to IKEA. We had J, which we went to our favorite bagel store, and we went jogging. And then we have not done K yet. That's on me. I have to do K. Health and wellness, set monthly PR goals and set running goals. I did set my running goal, and will hopefully be meeting it later today or tomorrow. Business, prep for Black Friday and convert to digital shop. I am working on the background on converting more things digitally, and you guys have seen me do. Y'all, sorry, I it's hard coming from a family that lived in New York, because you guys is so freaking popular, and that's just like the lingo. But y'all have seen me do working on there. Log business finances and save $200 monthly. Now that I have addressed that pesky tax situation, I have been able to save money easier. Physical environment, set up home gym and create outdoor activity spaces. I'm going to mark this off because literally later today I am going to set up our fire pit. So let's go ahead and do that. So this would be... Okay, well, I messed up a little bit, but whatever, it's a rainbow. I'm fine with it. Okay, so my quarterly review. What have I been doing for my quarterly review? I honestly don't remember what my intention was when I wrote the quarterly review. I'm going to be quite honest with you. I'm not sure what my intention was here. So I'm going to leave this blank because I think my intention was to do some sort of prompts to discuss the quarterly goals, and I'm not at that point. So I'm going to skip that and move. I'll actually hold off on setting up next quarter because that'll be a different video, but I'll set up next quarter right here, which will be October through December. So I'll set that up in a different video because that's not necessarily an October reset. That's a quarterly reset and, you know, goals and stuff. Okay. So that is my goals planner. So let's move on to a couple other things. So the couple other things I'm going to do is just moving things from September to October. All right, so my goals for this month are going to be the railings and the office shelf. I combine those into one because that is basically like a home development type of thing. Work out 25 days and run 12 times. I did specify running 12 times instead of 12 days, just in case we get to the end of the month and I did what I did this month. But again, last month, I was sick for an entire week, so it was a little bit difficult. Some of those workouts while I was sick, I included literally just walking around the block because that's all I could do. But to me, it wasn't fair given that 7 days of the month I was out for the count. So I thought that I put effort into exercise those days just by walking, and that was a lot for me, so those count. And then number 3 is prep 4 of my YouTube videos, meaning at the well, probably on Sunday, literally on Sunday, I will be trying to prep a bunch of these videos ahead of time, which I should be able to do because the Office TN is simple for me to do. Office TN. The November Traveler's Notebook video, that's easy for me to prep ahead of time. The 10 types I can probably do. The new releases daily vlog, I'm filming all these now. So again, that should be fairly easy for me to do. And then the new releases should be fairly easy for me to do. So I think those 4 in particular, I should have something done. And I do want to finish the Office shelves because the 26th, I want to do an Office update video. So I scheduled that hoping that I would be able to do everything. So those are my goals there. And then body stats I won't do until October 2nd. So I'm not going to do that right now. Obviously, the habit tracker is not going to be done right now. And then I'm going to make some updates to my master task list. So I think in terms of setting up for October, I added all of the videos and business related things here. I don't add my work calendar here because my work calendar changes so often. It's just not worth it for me to set any of this up in advance. So I usually just put my business tasks and then like key things that we're doing. So for example, in our personal life, we're doing Halloween in Middletown. So I'm putting that in. Just like on Saturday, we'll be over Middletown because we are working on his grandmother's porch. So that's all the things there. Oh, and we have a Mets game. Okay, the last thing that I want to do in this video is not necessarily an October reset, but it's to kind of prepare for 2023. So I grabbed this vision board from Canva. I like that it's only a few simple photos, and I just like the style behind it. Obviously, some of these elements are like the pro version, so I'll try to be adjusting that because if you try to remove that watermark, you have to pay for it, and I don't want to. So I'll just adjust this a little bit to take away some of those elements that you would have to pay for. So I'm actually going to move this backward so that way I can grab this particular photo and then delete it. And then you can see that that photo took its place, and I'm going to adjust this a little bit. So I'm going to change this wording, or maybe not if it doesn't let me. Oh, there it goes. I'm just going to put data analytics for work. And one of the reasons why this is difficult is because some of the data just doesn't really exist how we have things set up right now. And that's one of the things that I would need to work on, is making sure that we do have that. So data analytics for work. One of the things I really, really want to do is to write a book. Because I'm going all digital for my business, I consider this part of like a business thing that I want to do, is writing a book. And this, for me, I love writing children's books. So I'm going to put write a book. And I am going to, I grabbed this cute little laptop with coffee, because in my mind, coffee would be very important for writing a book. Wait, let me do it this way. And again, it would just be a children's book, so it's like not a huge deal, but something that I would like to do. So I'm going to do the same thing that I was doing, sending this back. Oh, sending this backwards so that I can make sure it's under everything it needs to be under, and then deleting this. And then the other things are just outside of that, outside of the three big things. And honestly, these are both personal life things. So I want to be like, one of the reasons for me cutting back when it comes to, my business is because I want to be able to spend more time with my family. It's something that I dove face first into everything else in my life, because in my past relationship, it was failing. So I dove headfirst into everything else, and just to cope with the failing relationship. And now that I feel healthy in my relationship, I want to make sure that I'm nurturing it. And part of that is making sure that I reel back things that I had dove headfirst in and devoted all my attention to. And if you're trying to have balance in your life with your relationships, then you're not going to be able to do the same things that you were doing before. So that's one of the reasons why I'm scaling back, doing things digitally in my shop. That way I don't have to devote as much of attention to that, and it becomes more of a passive income. So I just have a picture of a little family with their dog. And then the other one, let me do the same thing. Sorry. And because if I don't delete that, then it's like when I save this, it's going to try to charge me, and I don't want to do that. And then the other thing that I did is something that really irks me about myself. And when I become too stressed with life, then I'm not good at maintaining my home very well. And that needs to stop, because I think one of the things that gives me more stress is the fact that my home is not clean. If I have a cluttered home, I have a cluttered mind. That's just kind of how it works for me. So, but then it's the catch-22 that if you have a cluttered home, you're more stressed. But when you're stressed, you don't, and there's a lot going on, you don't have time to clean. So that is one of my biggest things. And I know that sounds really gross, and I'm really, really sorry, but devoting time to maintaining a clean environment is really, really important for me for 2023. Okay, so now I'm going to go on Unsplash and find some of this like old paper. So that way I can put that into where the paid versions are. And then this becomes an unpaid thing and I can just download it for myself. So I'm going to go and do that really quick and show you the aftermath. Okay, I made some adjustments because there were a few more elements that were paid. There was like a grid here and then there was like a textured background. So I just changed it to a plain background and then I actually want to bring that forward just a little bit. Okay. So I searched grid and this is a larger grid, which is perfectly fine by me. I'm happy with this. So I'm going to go ahead and download it. So that way I can put it as my background and download it to my computer and things like that. So that is the easiest way to do it. If you want to do paid items, that's totally fine. But basically just search Canva for oh, okay. I don't really need to do this. Okay. Anyways, so just adjust from there to do that kind of stuff. So that's it. That's what I got. And I hope that this little tutorial was fun for you. But I'm really excited with how that vision board came out. So thank you so much. And I will see you next time for, I guess, next month's reset. Because apparently this is what I do now. So thank you so much. And I will see you next time. Bye, everyone.